forward with Yellowstar.
Thank you, Pyra. I'm joined here by Yellowstar, the support from Fnatic with his win. Starting off, well, congratulations on the win. This now makes you 9-0, equaling the run that Fnatic had in 2013 in the spring split. What does this win mean to you?
Basically, H2K was like the top 2 team, so it's like a relief to win against them. Now we won all our matches, the first ones, and we're really happy about that. So we'll try to continue and work even harder in order to perform even better.
Oh, good stuff. And now looking back as well at last year, how do you think this roster compares to the roster you had this time in the spring split?
It's hard to compare, but I would say we're really willing to perform. We are giving everything we have, and yeah, I mean, it just shows our performance. We're just improving day after day, and I think we're on the good path.
Well, talking about improvement, even when you look at the last split you had with this same roster, you guys have improved massively. If you look at your playstyle, it's very chaotic coming in spring. Now it's way more controlled. You're by far one of the strongest teams, if not the strongest team in Europe right now. What created those changes on your side?
In my opinion, it was the individual play. It's more we have to control ourselves, because before we're just going in, and then now we just have to control our emotions. So I would say it's more a work on ourselves more than a work in our play style. So I mean, it's hard. It's more on our personal level, and I think we're doing great on that. And yeah, I hope that we'll just improve even more.
Well, it's definitely worked out so far, Yellowstar. Well, now looking forward to tomorrow, you will be facing Gambit. Earlier on, Origin made short work of them. They will be the gatekeepers if they take you out. Do you think you can take them up?
We'll try our best for sure, but yeah, I think they can maybe surprise us, but we'll see tomorrow, and just stay tuned.
Well, thank you very much for joining me and taking the time to talk to me. We're actually going to send it over to the analyst desk to dissect the rest of that game.
Thank you, Paulson. Actually dissect a couple of things that Yellowstar said, very interesting. Lee also said, well, we're willing to perform, we're on a good path, really underplaying the dominance that Fnatic has right here once again. Like, I need to find even more superlatives to talk about them because it's been incredible.
It really has. And, you know, we were talking about who's going to stop them. And they've now beaten every team in Europe once. So what else do you need?
Yeah, they need to see. If they beat Gambit tomorrow, who have been a gatekeeper for the record, they might be able to break that all-time 9 winning streak. But Gambit will have to see if they can stop it. I'm not expecting it.
Yeah. Oh, you never know. That's their job.
You never know, but it's an interesting dynamic because Fnatic actually shut Gambit down to defend their own streak the last time Fnatic were in this kind of position with Gambit. So it's a very interesting match.
Yeah, I'm sure Gambit just really wants to win that matchup. Earlier today, we asked you guys at home as well what makes a top tier team. Fnatic obviously one of those, and at Talonflame said, I don't know what makes a top team, but having Huni definitely helps. It showed again in this game, although it wasn't that pure one-on-one dominance, but kind of his team that enabled him to especially shut O2 down.
Yeah, definitely. This was the first time that we've seen a team somewhat diverge away from trying to target ban Huni. Coming into this week, almost every other team had 1-2 bans almost minimum going towards Huni. H2K adapted, they banned away the Riven. This is a champion we've not seen Huni play, and it was because they were prioritizing the Rumble. Riven into Rumble is a matchup we're seeing out of the LCK region significantly. We saw it Challenger yesterday as well. Rumble first pick from O2 did not work out. The lane swap countered him. Fnatic played aggressively around that lane. At 20 minutes, O2 had 53 CS on the board. It is the lowest of a top laner throughout the entirety of the summer split. It is less than half of what O2 has got in his previous lowest record. That Rumble was non-existent and non-relevant. Fnatic fought 5v4 the whole game because of the strategic decisions.
And that had a big knock-on effect to the rest of how H2K could play the game, because normally, even if a Rumble gets a little behind, he will always have that teleport presence using the equalizer. Really key thing in this game, O2 was severely under-leveled. He was only hitting level 11 at 28 minutes into the game. That is the latest for any solo laner in the summer split so far. And the key point to that is Deficio talked earlier about how much of the H2K damage threat O2 actually comprises. 28%, that's second on his team. If that's not there, H2K are going to struggle to win.
Definitely, and if you step back and look at the bigger picture for Fnatic, they neutralized H2K in one of the most efficient, clean ways I've ever seen a team neutralize an opponent threat. Last week against Origin, target ban Mythy. This is something Fnatic's never done, 3 support bans. They are able to analyze and dissect what their opponents do well, and they can find ways to counter it. Jay Smith from Fairhaven, it worked out. You know, the tweet earlier talking about Huni helps. Yellow Stars died once in 6 games.
I know. Well, Yellow Star, we talked about them as a backbone a lot of times, and this is just showing it once again. You touch on it's not quite the immense depth of champion pool that we've seen already, because Fnatic, before this game, 23 different champions picked before coming into this. That is not the most vast, but it's the way they apply it. I do want to touch on H2K to finish this out, because in my opinion, before Fnatic got the 3rd dragon, because Olaf went with my axe, I feel like H2K recognized that they were behind at that point, and they did quite a good job stalling. Varus had some good snipes in there, they were waiting, but I feel like the Dragon Seal was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I completely agree. And I also think that for H2K, when they fell behind, they had a few desperation plays that didn't necessarily work out. That tower dive mid lane into Fairhaven comes to mind. A little bit of hesitation. They took so long to set it up and go in that Fnatic could respond. I think H2K did okay from playing from behind, but unfortunately, as you say, there was just too many things they had to contest with, and the fact that H2K was a non-factor at all, Fnatic never presented themselves for good equalizer targets. It made it very difficult for H2K to bounce back. So, solidly in 2nd place. I'm looking forward to the rematches as we go into the 2nd half of this split, but for the time being, just a fantastic performance from Fnatic.
Definitely some lessons to be learned from H2K. Fnatic, they've kept their win streak alive for now at least, but there's more LCS coming your way with Elements and H2K Gaming facing off to end our day. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
What? You're playing for my mom and dad. They're sitting in front of you.
Yeah, it's true.
I can see them.
Fabian are over there.
Oh, yeah.
Lobby time, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna hurt for H2K. Rex though.
Right around the side, he's gonna find Lulex, and Ryu's gonna find Rainover. Rainover finds him, takes him down.
Pipman go back to base, and suddenly H2K, they open it.
Oh! Rainover!
Are you serious?
Yeah, we can. Let's go.
Go.
Nice.
Rek'Sai.
Don't go too deep, don't go too deep, don't go too deep.
Rek'Sai and go dash. I am smite.
Looking to pick off Ryu, will they do it? He does! Pick him off, it's Fabian that gets the kill. The Monsoon will heal them up. Kasing, that cow is not so tanky. Fnatic have tied their 2013 record.